Hello everybody and welcome back to the Snapthis channel. It has been a while since we sat here and made a Snapthis video, so I'm really excited to tell you about the new features that are coming into Snapchat and what's been updated last night, as some of you may know about the new dark mode. So let's get into the Snapthis show. Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Carl Lightning and today we're going to be talking everything Snapchat. It's felt like a year since I've made one of these. I think it was early February, I think, was the last update, which was the teaser with dark mode being pushed out to everybody's accounts. Now, obviously we're now in May. There's been a few changes in Snapchat. We don't know why there's been such a lull. Usually we're on our third or fourth update by this time of the year, but there has been a bit of a lull in Snapchat, whether they're preparing for something big, which we'll talk about later. Who knows? But the first thing I'd like to talk about is dark mode. Now, my last video on the channel was about them testing dark mode on Apple and Android, but last night there was an update pushed out to the iOS, which of course you Apple users can now check in the App Store, and if you press update, you may find when you reboot the Snapchat application, in the settings you have app appearance. And of course this is the dark mode, which is the long awaited feature that I think everybody's wanted, especially using Snapchat after 8 o'clock at night, because having the white screen in a dark place is just absolutely horrific. You're basically blind, especially if you're checking the snaps late at night. I'm afraid at the moment, Android users, I've not heard anything from the guys that I talked to about the Android version of Snapchat saying that they've had an update just yet. So firstly, check your settings in Snapchat to see if you do have the app appearances. If not, it's always good to make sure your app is up to date, whether that be iOS or Android. Go to the appropriate app store and make sure Snapchat's up to date. I have noticed that they don't mention it in the update description, they just say bug fixes, and that's why I love making these videos, because I feel like I keep track of everything so you can come and see what's up to date. So again, make sure your Snapchat updates are there, and if you are on the most up-to-date version of Snapchat, iOS users, head over to settings, scroll all the way down to the first section, you'll see app appearance, and that's where this screen allows you to enable dark mode, or what I prefer, and that's match the system settings. So whenever it goes dark on my phone, as in all the other programs, then it will go dark on Snapchat as well, and you can control that to the best of its ability. Now, I love dark mode. I wanted this way before they even mentioned it in the Snapchat community. It was one of my predictions of what they were going to bring to the application, so I'm glad it's finally here. Now, I just want to go through and have a look at some of the screens and just compare the light and the dark, just in case you've not seen dark mode before. So the first screen I want to bring our attention to, of course, is the chat screen, where I think you'll spend the majority of the time on Snapchat, if not using the camera. And as you can see, the darker is a lot better. You've got nice white text, the emojis still stand out, so you don't lose anything, even with the darker background. Moving over to the profiles, you can see here that they've, again, just keeping with the same consistent colour, but of course it's darker. And you've got to think that the white is what lights up most of the room whenever you open Snapchat in the dark. So having this darker version is definitely going to make it easier on the eyes. And this, of course, is what dark mode's for. Snap Map had a really nice improvement. The colours they've gone for on the darker map are really nice to look at. So you can see the difference between the two Snap Maps here, and that is what I like to see, is the dark mode of Snapchat. I love that. It's almost better than some sat-navs. Then we've got memories. That, of course, has got its own dark mode, and including the lock pad for my eyes only. Again, taking the white away and replaced it with their darker colour. And then finally, let's have a look at Discover. Discover, again, looks pretty much the same. You've got a lot of colour. You haven't lost anything with it being dark. And there's all the popular screens that I want to bring your attention to with dark mode. Of course, everything else has been overhauled as well. You won't find a light screen, and if you do, let Snapchat support know, because I'm sure that's a bug. But I've not seen a light screen or anything bright while using dark mode. Now, sort of sticking with the theme of Snapchat, the next thing I've noticed is they're now testing a new sort of profile look. Nothing major, but it's enough that I want to bring it to the Snapchat news attention, shall we say. Now, my friend Devin in the Snapchat community sent me a screenshot of what my profile looked like with these new style of buttons. Now, this is the new profile here. I kind of like it, but I realized why. It looks very similar to what Apple have in their contacts. Here is a side-by-side comparison of what I meant, how similar it is to the Contacts app. I'm not saying they're copying them, by the way. It's just what I saw when I first saw this screenshot was, oh, I like that, but why? And then realized that actually it's something I'm used to. But again, having a nice polished design is what we like about Snapchat, the way it's integrated with itself. And of course, that sort of promotes to call on Snapchat as well as message, which is why I like Snapchat, because it's a really good integrated community with you and your friends. Now this next news, I don't even know why. I was very upset to find out there was no Easter egg hunt this year. Now, if you're new to Snapchat, every year since 17 or 16, they've done an Easter egg hunt where you and your friends can go out and collect Easter eggs using the Snap Map. Now, 2020's version was a stay-at-home version, but there was still an Easter egg hunt on Snapchat. This year, Blimpy didn't arrive, and that was the sign of, oh no, what's going on? Now, Blimpy is the little like Easter egg that they, Easter egg on an Easter egg hunt. It's like a little Easter egg where it sort of shows that something's coming. It's Blimpy, he flies around, he's the one who drops all the eggs. I guess it's a little backstory. The next day, once Blimpy's disappeared, everywhere's covered in eggs, and you and your friends go collect to see who can get the highest score. This year, no Blimpy, no Easter eggs. Snapchat, what's going on? Like, I know it's not a big thing, but like, it was something that, well, we enjoy bringing a video about. It's the most intense one of the year. Nothing. Now, why I'm mentioning this, because it's technically old news being May, but I think there's going to be some upgrades to the Snap Map, and we're going to find out soon on the 20th of May, which is the new Snapchat Partnership Summit 2021, which is an event that you can find out what's coming to Snapchat and what they're doing with their partners. So what Snapchat have gone out and partnered with other companies to bring to the application. Like the shows, like the video games that they've put into Snapchat, this is one big integration of their partners and Snapchat working together. So yes, I'm shocked, no Easter egg hunt. I'm hoping that they're doing something to Snap Map that can make it that extra bit better, because it is one of the main panels. It's the very left option on Snapchat, so I'm very excited to see, and that is one of my predictions, is better Snap Map in any way. Maybe Snap Nav, where you can use Snapchat as a sat nav. Can't even say the word, it's such a tongue twister. I can't even say tongue twister, oh my goodness. Anyways, getting back on track to the Partnership Summit, do make sure you try and tune in or come back to the channel after the 20th to see what they're going to be putting into the application, because it's sort of almost the year plan. It's not including everything that Snapchat's doing, but definitely anything its partners are bringing, like games, parts to the Snap Map I think they had last year. They had a lot of lens creators as well that were doing a lot of stuff for the community, so keep your eyes peeled. It should be a live streamed event on their channel. It's been that for the last 2 years, so I assume that you'll be able to join in as well. And if not, give it a quick Google. I'm sure you'll find out a bit of information about that wonderful event that Snapchat will be bringing. One more feature I'd like to mention before I finish today's video is they've got this sort of sticker recommendation whenever you're doing your stories or snaps. So when you've taken a photo and you're using text, if I say yay, you'll see over here you've got some sticker recommendations, and if you click onto that, it just gives you some stickers to put on your snaps. So that's a nice little neat feature. Instead of having to sift through loads of little stickers trying to find the right one, there's now a button that prompts you. But anyways, that is everything I've got for you today. It doesn't feel like 3 months worth of content, but Snapchat have been a little bit quiet. I'm hoping that they're going to bring something absolutely massive at that Partnership Summit. And I will be live streaming the live stream and commenting as we go along. So if you want to join in, it is a little bit of fun on the channel to do, then hop over to my channel on Thursday the 20th at 6 p.m. British summertime. Obviously, have a look what time it is for you in comparison. I can't really go through every single one because I'm sure we have lots of viewers all over the world and you're all going to have different time zones. But 6 p.m. BST for me is when I'll be sort of getting the live stream started, because that's when Snapchat go live. But by all means, if you don't want to watch it through me, then go check out the Snapchat channel, because I'm sure they're going to be live streaming it there as well. And it's going to be super exciting. I love the summit. I wish we could go to LA and actually be there, but Snapchat have taken the pandemic very serious and made sure that everyone can access this event. In terms of the channel news, we are up and running again. We are going to have a few branding changes, and we painted the wall as well because we think it got a little bit, not stale, but I feel like it's been 3 years old content. We want to spice it up with some new stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for the channel. If you're new around here, of course, then you can subscribe. If you enjoyed today's update video, then leave us a like and let us know in the comment section below what you'd like to see put into the Snapchat application, because it's good to see what the community has to say. So like I said, it's good to be back. Yes, 3 months feels It was a good break, let's put it that way, but it's definitely something I've missed, so I'm so glad that I'm sitting in front of the camera talking to you guys in the Snapchat community. And do feel free to send me some messages on Snapchat as well. That is an option. My Snap code will be at the end of the video. If not, it's Kyle_Lightning. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you've stayed this far through the video, then you are awesome, because obviously I've just been rambling about the channel. But thank you very much. I can't say it one more time, but we'll catch you in the next video.